Welcome back. Super excited moving forward. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about transitioning from the waterfall model to the agile scrum approach. So, just before I talk about the actual steps and walk you through various tips and techniques as how you would go about transitioning from waterfall to agile, just of course, we know the waterfall process is where the scope is defined already, the requirements are defined, and then you go from there, right? Whereas in agile, you take small chunks of pieces of tasks from within the project and then you complete those, and also successfully collaborating with internal stakeholders as well as external stakeholders such as maybe customers and so on. So the idea here is for your organization to go from waterfall to agile, and how exactly you as a project manager or a person who wants to apply the agile technique or framework within the organization. Of course, there are going to be uh, several pitfalls, maybe change management. People don't like change a whole lot, so you're going to get a lot of that feedback as well. But the idea is that if you follow a certain process and methodology, you can actually show all of these people, stakeholders, your internal team members, the actual benefits, and most importantly, the profitability of your organization if you follow the agile process. So the key steps, okay, and that's really about it in this lesson. I'm just going to walk you through these steps, and as a homework, you need to memorize and understand these steps. And of course, you may add to these and post them in the discussion area if you have other thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. But first, you need to assess your environment, okay, where you are, what kind of company you're working for, what is the culture around you, what are several departments, and which areas need uh, efficiency. Maybe there are certain tasks that are being repeated several times, or processes or workflows, right? So you need to identify those bottlenecks and just kind of assess your environment so that you can actually come up with a project, right, that you can sell to senior management. Once you have assessed your environment, you would kind of test for agile practices whether this task or project that you've identified is whether good fit for agile or not, because there are several projects that are excellent for waterfall model. So you need to kind of test and understand the project's capability. Third, you would like to engage agile supporters and obtain executive support. And this is the key part, by the way, because you'd have to, it's a process, by the way. It's not going to happen in a week, it's not going to happen in days, it may take months before you can gather enough support for what you're trying to actually accomplish and provide to the organization, right? Maybe in terms of feedback, you can provide to executives the process mapping or the uh, benefits of implementing agile practices, or the company's profitability. Maybe you can come up with some numbers, right? So anything that you can muster up in terms of supporting your agile project, right, you can provide to senior management and everyone else. So the idea for you is to lead, right, as a project manager, so that you can motivate the entire organization or people around you, right, as many as you can. Next, you'll find a project sponsor. So let's say you have gathered some support, right? You've engaged all of the key stakeholders internally. Now you want a project sponsor who's going to finally say, okay, well, let's do this. This is a great project, so why don't we just do it? But before you actually dive into the project, you need to select the right pilot project. Remember, in one of the earlier lessons, I mentioned that you need to start small, right? So always pick a small project. Do not go for the complex project and start applying all these complex techniques that you've read in the textbook. It's not going to work. Well, it may or may not. But typically, I would recommend starting off with a right pilot project. Once you've identified the project, build a skilled team. Find the resources. See which team members have the right skill set for your project tasks, activities, and so on. Set the vision and goals. Tell your team what is the ultimate goal for this particular project that you want to move from waterfall to agile, right? Sprint planning and execution. Talk about iterations. How are you planning on actually performing these tasks? And of course, how your team members are also planning on doing these tasks and what they need. And then once you're done, then you can do the retrospective of the whole project again. Go to your backlog that you've created within your sprints, right? Take a look at all of those. So again, slowly and surely move from the waterfall to the agile framework. That way your team are getting now used to all of these, right? And then finally measure success. And then of course you are going to get increased profitability, right? That's the ultimate goal. And once you do that, everyone is going to see, everyone is going to support you, and of course your company is going to gain more visibility, and yourself as a project manager, you are going to gain more visibility, and of course your team as well. So with this small project, now the core or the key executive team or senior management team recognizes the actual benefits of the agile practices. Again, I've summed up all these steps into this short lecture, but that's the way to go. That's what I've done in the past and it actually has worked. And I would recommend you as a new project manager or an upcoming project manager, follow these steps and methodology for a successful transition from waterfall to agile. So if you have any questions, post them in the discussion area. I'll be glad to help. With this, let's move to the next lesson.